We all know how important schools are in our lives. Many of us refer back to our school days and connect with our school friends and remember those school years, sometimes not with fondness, but certainly understanding how significant they are in every single person's life on earth. I think what we're discovering during the COVID crisis, though, is that schools as an institution in society are even more important than we thought they were. Of course, they are hugely important for the education of the next generation and for the training of the people who will come into the economy, into society, into politics and leadership and our workplaces. And of course, that's what we think of as school and education. But now we know, those of us who have school-going age children, now we know that school is hugely significant in helping us to look after our children while we go to work, in providing rhythm and structure to the way that our communities and societies work. Schools are way more than just educational institutions. They form a bedrock of how society actually structures itself, giving parents an opportunity to go to work, giving children an opportunity to socialize, not just be educated, and providing, as I said, structure for the way that we've put our world together. Given that schools are so important, isn't it remarkable how little we pay teachers and how many of us do our best to minimize the amount of money we put into education? Yes, I know some of you, especially those of you who are paying for private education, might be saying, good grief, that's not true. I pay a lot of money to private schools. And yes, that is the case. A lot of people do pay a lot of money for their children's education. But I think a lot of people focus on trying to minimize the amount that they pay. If you were told that the teachers next year were getting a 15% salary increase, would you be thrilled for them? Would you think, well deserved? That's really what they are worth. Or would you think, they get so many holidays anyway. Why should they be paid more? Knowing that teachers are already amongst the lowest paid professionals in the world. I really hope that this COVID crisis reminds us just how important schools are and therefore how important teachers are. They are professionals. They stand at the same level as accountants and lawyers and engineers. Not just in their professional training and their contribution to society, but in what they do for you in your life. Teachers at schools do more than any lawyer, engineer, or accountant has ever done for you because they do it over an extended period of time with the people you love the most, your children. Hopefully COVID doesn't just remind us of how important schools are. Maybe shows us for the first time that schools are way more important than most of us have ever believed and ever understood. And maybe, just maybe, as we recover after the crisis and as we put our society back together again and as we reevaluate our priorities and as we make decisions about what we want our world to be, maybe one or two of those decisions can relate to how we treat teachers, how we remunerate educators, and how we engage with the schools in our communities. I think we could do better than we've done, and I really hope that we do.